Hello, my name is Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some recent reads because I haven't done this in a while. So I don't have that many, but it's something, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and just dive into this because it's, what, only 4? But it's something. So when it comes to me and reading lately, I've been that mood reader. I have not read as much as I want to, but all that matters is that I am reading. And I mean, when it comes to reading lately, with the events that have kind of gone on already so far this year, not really much in the mood. But, you know, we're still here and we're just having fun. So, let's do this. The first one I have made me ugly cry. If you guys didn't see that video, I did it for the love-hate challenge. I'll leave it tagged up below or up above, and I'll leave it linked down below so you can go check it out if you haven't already. But that is Where the Red Fern Grows by Rawls. Now this is about a boy who desperately wanted, I think they were beagles, maybe, or they were some type of hound. I can't remember what it was. But he desperately wanted these 2 dogs, and he finally got the money to go get these dogs, and they became like his best friend, his companions. And in the end, I ended up ugly crying, and I'm not going to tell you why, but I absolutely love this, and I feel like I probably ugly cried because of the events that happened with my sweet cat, but I don't know. Either way, I really did actually enjoy this. I do love a good story about dogs. It's just, they're always my favorites. And I believe I ended up giving this 5 out of 5 stars. So I thank you to Miss Alita for introducing this book to me. I want to say this is actually probably going to make it in the title of one of my favorite books of 2021. But it's going to have to be something really huge, probably to top this one, but I really did enjoy this. Alright, this next one is a book that I was not expecting I was going to like, because upon further research, after I did my most anticipated releases of 2021, I realized that this one was actually a romance. So I was like, okay, not sure if I'm going to like this one. My light is now changing because it's not cloudy day. But upon more further research, yes, it was a romance, and I was like, okay, am I really going to like this one? The reason that was one of my most anticipated releases is because it was a World War II story, and World War II is just one of my favorite times in history. I can't tell you why, but that is Our Darkest Night by Robson, and this is about a Jewish woman who goes into hiding with a Christian farmer, and he basically takes her in, calls her his wife and all that, and then they didn't expect to create this romance. And overall, I can definitely say I didn't hate it, and I don't know how to even go about talking about it, because the fact about the World War II story, I absolutely loved it. Usually when I do anything romance, it has to be a movie. The way that this was written, I felt like I was watching a movie, and I absolutely adored it. I believe I ended up giving it 4 stars just because romance is just not my thing, and I found the romance to be a little cheesy at times, and in the end it's just like, we all get that happy ending, and that's what I kind of like felt this had. It just had that little bit of a push to the happy ending, and you know, I felt like there needed to be something a little more to the ending. But overall, this was a fantastic story, and I would definitely recommend this to anybody who loves maybe Jennifer Robson, or anybody who loves the World War II like I do. Overall, fantastic. Fantastic. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't read romance very often, or doesn't really read romance at all. So, what does that tell you? Next we have The Puppy War by R.F. Kuang, and I can see what all the hype is about with it, but I believe I ended up giving this 4 stars. Maybe it was 3. Either way, I loved the writing style. Like, the writing was awesome. Like, I can't believe this was a debut. And I'm just still trying to wrap my head around on what the big, huge deal is around it. I mean, definitely worth a reread at some point, and I feel like I missed something in it, and I feel like, I don't know, I definitely feel like I need to reread this because I feel like I missed something, and I don't even know how to go about explaining it because there's just so much that goes on. Either way, this might be a reread because I remember something about a war. I remember there was this girl who was special because she had this like special power or something like that. Really, I do not remember. This was a while ago since I read this too, so maybe a reread. Alright, and the last book that I have on this short recent reads video is a book that was originally given to me by vicariousreaders.com. If you guys want to sign up for that, I try to see if I can leave a link down below. But either way, then I bought it on my Kindle, read it there because I didn't get the format that I wanted, and then I loved it so much I bought myself a copy. So I actually read this one once. No, I read it twice. No, I did read this one once. So I actually read it once, but that is Mingon and the Secret of the Pickled Pig's Feet by Micheal Daswick. I am currently reading the second one right now, and holy cow. So this series follows a young boy named Zin, and the whole entire story is told by this perspective of his best friend. And Zin Mingon opens up this restaurant. He is 12 years old. He is following his father's destiny, and his whole entire life he is just preparing to open this restaurant. And the fact that it is told by Zin's best friend, and just like the way that he wrote it, it just adds an element to the story. And I completely and utterly enjoyed this. I thought it was completely adorable, and I don't even know how to go about explaining this because his father originally had a deli, and so he worked his whole entire life in this deli with his father, and then all of a sudden his father's gone. And I don't remember how his father died, but I know it's introduced into the first part of the story. Either way, this is a middle grade, and I honestly think that anybody who joins a middle grade should pick this book up. Anybody, like, I think everybody should read this. I believe that this book should be passed around the freaking world like twice, if that makes any sense. I don't think that makes sense, but it made sense in my head. Anyway, this was so adorable. The second one's just as adorable, and I think there's a third one too, and then I don't know if he's working on a fourth. I would just have to read the third one to find out if there would be a fourth one. But either way, I am currently reading the second one right now, and just by the first book, I'm absolutely in love with this series, and I honestly need to stop recording this video so I can get back to that book. But, you know, here we are. Alright, so if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. As always, every book that I talk about, I leave listed down below, so you can check them out for yourselves right on Goodreads or buy a copy for yourself. I hope that you guys will hit subscribe so you don't miss any content by me, because I try to post on Tuesdays and Fridays every week. Sometimes it's in between, sometimes it's random, sometimes I skip a week, but honestly, that's just how I am. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!